Now turn up.
What up is Marcus Dynasty Fun Dads. We have round 2. If you did not see round 1 of our Dynasty mock draft with landing spots, it was yesterday. It was mock draft Monday. But we have a DeAndre Swift signed free jersey. When we hit 2K, we're going to be giving it away to one of you guys. I'm not going to even do a recap. You're just going to have to watch Monday's video. Sorry, whoops. Number 13 on the list. We're going to go straight and dive right into it. I got to find 13 on my list. Where the heck is he? Oh, Kenny Pickett. So we had three quarterbacks drafted in Superflex in round 1 of the mock draft. In the NFL draft, we had 5 quarterbacks drafted in the first round. Kenny Pickett was the 3rd overall pick to Atlanta. We know about Marcus Mariota and everything like that, but Marcus Mariota is signed into basically a backup contract money-wise, or a transition quarterback, a quarterback that's going to be around for half a season, and then you're going to see Kenny Pickett involved in Atlanta. And so there's plenty of things to like about Kenny Pickett at a NFL quarterback level, but for fantasy, limited mobility, small hands, baby hands, and he has a couple other things that it just, like, for fantasy-wise, you're not getting that upside. You're getting a statue back there. I would like to not try to compare him to Kyle Trask, but he's got some Kyle Trask type comparisons. I think Kenny Pickett's better at the NFL level, but you look at Kyle Trask, statue back there, doesn't move well. The only quarterback that's really good at fantasy that is a statue is Tom Brady, and no one else is Tom Brady. So we're just going to have to kind of just understand that Kenny Pickett's basically ceiling is just going to be much lower than some of these mobile quarterbacks, and his ceiling is going to be quarterback 15, maybe 13, 12. I mean, even Kirk Cousins has more mobility than Kenny Pickett, which is saying something. Number 14. 14 is going to be David Bell. He was drafted in the 3rd round, 71st pick overall to Chicago. David Bell is my Rashad Bateman 2.0. Just a slight less version, I would say, of Rashad Bateman. He's a little bit slower than Rashad Bateman, but David Bell is really good at a lot of things, but not amazing at anything and not horrible at anything, which I feel like that's going to be the drop. Him and another running back that we're going to talk about at the end of this round are going to be the biggest fallers in the NFL draft because they don't have that attribute that makes you go, woo, we need him. And so David Bell is going to get that drop. I feel like 3rd round, 71st overall pick is a really good value for an NFL team, and probably right around that spot where he's going to go. I mean, he's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th wide receiver taken off the board. Is he the 12th talented? No, he's higher than that. He's probably 8, 9, somewhere in there. So you're going to get value at this position. But again, he doesn't have any of those elite attributes. Number 15, I have to go through all the drafting. It is going to be a little bit of a surprise. It is 62nd pick overall to Kansas City. It's a running back, not a wide receiver. It's a running back, James Cook. And so 15th overall, he's the 3rd running back taken off the board. We like that 2nd round draft capital. I easily could see this happening because think Jerick McKinnon. James Cook is like the younger version of Jerick McKinnon. Not like his brother, Dalvin Cook. Dalvin, Skull. He's much different in that regards. He doesn't break tackles like his brother. He does have the similar speed as his brother, but think more Jerick McKinnon. Lots of passing, lots of pass catching, maybe one of the better pass catching running backs in the draft, and think 3rd down running back. Does Kansas City use a 3rd down running back? They don't use CEH, and he was probably the best pass-catching running back out of his draft class. So, who knows? But at 15, being a 2nd-round running back, you just got to take him there. I feel like there's some running backs that are going to be close. The next one is 16, and this would be tough because at round 3, pick 98th overall, we have Samir White. And so Samir White gets taken to New Orleans. And I think this is a really good spot for him. Think the Mark Ingram role to Kamara. And Kamara's going to get older, so they're going to rely more on that power running back. And Samir White is definitely that type of player. He's just been moving up my board, Samir White has, because I keep watching tape and I go, man, you know what? Because I liked him last year. Coming out, he was, I think, RB 5, 6, somewhere around there. And I'm like, why do I have him lower than players like Rashad White? Why do I have him lower than James Cook and stuff? And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. Like, I just keep watching more and more tape of him, and I go, okay, maybe analytics aren't, like, crazy on his side, but he did run a really fast 40 time. And so Samir White is somebody where I'm like, I think I might have to change my tune on him a little bit, but he's number 16 here, and so beginning of the second round, or we're getting towards almost that middle second round here, that's where I'm taking Samir White. Number 17, very interesting spot, because I've talked about this player being compared to Chase Claypool, and now he gets to play on Pittsburgh with Chase Claypool. It's pick 52 overall, round 2. It's Christian Watson. Christian Watson, numbers-wise, and being 6'4", 208 pounds, you compare him to, I mean, you have Calvin Johnson, athletic-wise, and then you have Christian Watson just a little bit below. And then you have Chase Claypool, like, right with him. And the biggest thing about Chase Claypool is his college production wasn't there. But extremely talented and athletic was basically the version of why Chase Claypool could succeed. Chase Claypool, also a big, tall wide receiver that ran blazing speed. Well, Christian Watson is like the exact same thing. Christian Watson is the 2022 version of Chase Claypool. Now they're on the same team. Makes it a little bit interesting, but Desmond Ridder is the quarterback for this team because he was drafted at 112, which we already drafted him in round 1. So again, back to Monday if you want to learn that one. Number 18 is going to be Skye Moore. Yes, they already drafted a Green Bay wide receiver in round 1, but in round 2, he'll be that beta to that alpha, and so Skye Moore is a receiver. He gets a Green Bay bump. They got to collect a bunch of different targets here, and Skye Moore is a wide receiver that I do like. He is more of a sleeper than I thought, but I feel like he was this end of round 2 that he just keeps getting creeping up. Him and Christian Watson have both been just moving up, and that's by everybody's means. But for me, it's been Christian Watson has kind of always been moving up. And then Skye Moore is now I'm starting to feel that. I'm like, okay, Skye Moore or Wandel Robinson, Skye Moore or Jalen Tolbert. Like, who am I wanting? And so we're trying to figure out those different things. But number 18, Skye Moore. Number 19, where the heck is it? Wandel Robinson. They also drafted a wide receiver in round 1, an alpha there. So Wandel Robinson, though, Kansas City, where's the target's going to go? I don't believe in Mecole Hardman. I definitely don't believe in Mecole Hardman. I believe in Kelsey for the next at least year, maybe 2 years. Where are the targets going to go? You have Juju for a year, but Wandel Robinson is probably a play here at 19, your middle of the second round, is more of a pick for 2023 again. You're kind of hoping and waiting and hoping everything kind of follows through, and Wandel Robinson might have these big games. Like 3 of them, or 2 of them maybe. And you can try to sell immediately after he has a big game in Kansas City for an early second in 2023 is my complete goal of that pick. It's a turnaround pick. 20. Number 20 is the player that I believe is going to fall the most in the NFL drafts. Is the player that I am having the biggest doubts about now. He was my running back 3. I had him in the tier with Kenneth Walker and his name is Isaiah Spiller. I had him, Breece Hall, then I had like Kenneth Walker and Isaiah Spiller close, but now it just seems like Isaiah Spiller is just falling back into the group packed of the White brothers, Rashad White, Samir White, of James Cook, of Kyron Williams. It's just like he seems to be like just, especially with draft capital being very questionable here, 4th round, 141st overall, goes to Baltimore, not a great spot. In fact, the only reason he's drafted this high is because of talent. I look at Kenneth Gainwalker, the same exact thing happened to him, went to a situation where there was already a running back that pretty much you knew was going to be the starter, and went to was drafted late, I believe 6th round. And so I could see Isaiah Spiller being drafted 4th, 5th round to Baltimore, to Minnesota, to Dallas, just a team that you're gonna go, yeah, that doesn't feel good. So end of second is probably where Isaiah Spiller is gonna end up falling, and this is gonna be my biggest faller. He goes from like 6 to 18. You can only do so much with talent. And I feel like his talent, I mean, there's some things I really liked about him, but even the combine couple things that he did just didn't look good. And so it's like, okay, I look back at the tape, I'm like, is he that much substantially better than the other running backs in his tier? I feel like I'm starting to say no instead of yes, and that could be just because it's like biased or something like that, because I keep seeing it, and I'm like, okay, I keep hearing it from other people too. They're like, no, we were good, we were high on him, and now it's like, we're just kind of bringing him to the pack. So whatever it is, just round 4, he's 20th overall. 21st overall is going to be Calvin Austin, and he goes to the Houston Texans. Targets, opportunity. 1 year. Same with Wandel Robinson. Not Wandel Robinson 1 year, but it's like Calvin Austin. I'm hoping he gets a bunch of targets and I'm able to sell him off for 2023 because I feel like the talent-wise is not necessarily there, but the targets is there, so I'm going for the targets, and I'm hoping that I can just ship him off and trade him into the 2023 class. 22, Jerome Ford goes to Buffalo. He's in the 4th round. Through his 3rd round, I'd probably even move him up ahead of a couple spots to Isaiah Spiller and, of course, Calvin Austin. But he isn't. He goes to Buffalo, and can he beat out Devin Singletary in the 4th round? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Devin Singletary still holds majority of that backfield if Jerome Ford gets taken in the 4th round. But there's opportunity if Devin Singletary gets hurt, which running backs get hurt a lot, and Zach Moss seems to be non-existent still. He would be in a very interesting spot where if we just kept talking about this for like 2 months, if this was the concrete spot, you could see Jerome Ford probably slowly move up ahead of these things. And now just even thinking about it, I'm like, Jerome Ford or Isaiah Spiller, like, I kind of like Jerome Ford even better with the Buffalo spot, but we already did it, so we can't go back. 23 is going to be Rashad White. He goes to Denver. I'm assuming this means Melvin Gordon is gone, and he's a round 3 draft pick, so 3.96. I'm assuming Melvin Gordon is gone in this situation. Javonte's going to have the massive workload, and Rashad White is going to be the pass-catching, 3rd down running back at times. Even though Javonte can do it, Rashad White is going to be a bigger J.D. McKissick version, and you're going to have Antonio Gibson / Javonte kind of have that same role. You may even have Rashad White take a drive or take a couple 3rd downs away from Javonte as just trying to ease the load of Javonte Williams. With that being said, there's still value in that. Think of J.D. McKissick. There's still value in J.D. McKissick. He might be a running back 3 at times, and to get that at 23, I think is a good value here. So 24, the last one, the only reason why he's number 24 is because he was drafted in the 1st round and 14th overall, and that is to Tennessee, Sam Howell. Not a big fan, but he's a 1st round drafted quarterback. Quarterbacks can sometimes surprise you, and guess what? He's a 1st round drafted quarterback, so you got to put your money where the draft capital is. And so at 24, hey, you know what? This could be easy at Kellen Mond. Like, he's gone, but he's a first round quarterback. So it means that maybe they're having plans of after Ryan Tannehill's gone to go to Sam, or maybe they just draft another quarterback. Who knows? I mean, maybe he's the Jordan Love that he just ends up kind of floating with no value. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know who I forgot, or not who I forgot, who I missed, or what you disagree with. I always like discussions. It makes me better, makes you better. Peace out. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Now turn up.